everybody. This is my response video pitching in my 2 cents regarding statements that were made and things that were said by, the Arizona girls in their video where they basically bashed on our gente, you know what I mean? They pretty much directed a lot of derogatory and dehumanizing statements with hate towards, the Mexican community. I want to begin off by saying that I'm not going to spend my time on this video, talking mad caca to my nalgas about these girls, nor am I going to go on about, attacking the white community because fact of the matter is, two wrongs doesn't make one right. Not only would it make me look like a hypocrite to sit here and talk about how it was wrong for them, to do what they did, and then do it onto their people, but it's not right for the whole community to carry fault for what just these individuals did. You know what I mean? With that said, yeah. The reason that I'm wearing my rebozo is not to look more Mexican. It's to remind my mujeres that we have a lot of power, with our voice. We hold a lot of power, and it's important for us to remember that, it's not only here within our home, but also out in society. So we need to keep that in mind at all times. And yeah, we need to be more outspoken because, tenemos voz por algo que no. With that said, let's move on to some statements that were made and, clarify them up a little bit, because obviously homegirls didn't know what the hell they were talking about, but yeah. So, one alleged that Mexicans didn't come here first. You know what I find funny about this is the fact that our ancestors, have been inhabiting this land way long before Europeans even stepped foot on it. So, don't take my word for it. Look up the Sternal Map de Guadalupe de Hidalgo from 1847. Right there, the United States clearly recognizes present-day Utah as being the original homeland of the Aztecs, and the map right there clearly says Antigua Residencia de los Aztecas. With that said, all of Anahuac, which is known as North America, it actually rightfully belongs to the Nicantlaca, which are the indigenous people of our of Anahuac, of this land. Us Mexicans actually derive from the Mexica people, who happen to be one of the last great civilizations of Anahuac. So with that, I think it's point proven that this is pretty much our land. So when they go and say that they wanted for us fucking quote unquote illegals to go back to our homelands, first off, the term illegals should not be used because it's rather dehumanizing and offensive because of the fact that it criminalizes a person without them even abiding the law, and that's not right. Rather than using illegal, you could use undocumented. But yeah, back to the point. They want us to go back to our homeland. I don't know what homegirls are talking about, because you know what, fact of the matter is, we've been home. If anything, if they want people to start going back home, they need to be the first ones packing their stuff to catch their boat, because their home is overseas over there in Europe, because they're descendants from the Europeans. They say that they want us to get the fuck out of their country. Well, once again, I'm bringing up the fact that this is our country. It's not even their country. You know what I mean? Our people, our ancestors welcomed the Europeans, and even lended them a hand. Without us, the Europeans wouldn't have survived. You know what I mean? But yet, the manner in which the Europeans thanked us, it's quite interesting. They stole our land, and they claimed it as their own, and yeah, they claimed ownership over it. But in order to make this happen, they had to launch a massive genocide against our people, and they literally took the lives of millions, of hundreds of millions of indigenous children, women and men. Babies were They literally grabbed babies and they like bash them against rocks. They'd like pull out babies out of their mother's wombs and whatnot. They'd feed them to the dogs. Yeah, it was really atrocious events and whatnot that happened. But you know what? Where do you see this in the history books? You don't, because it's all swept under the rug. And it's saddening to know that the treatment our people were given was rather inhumane. You know what I mean? And look at us present day. Not much has changed. Everything's still practically the same, minus the fact we're not getting killed right now. But yeah. At the end of the video, the girls one of the girls said, "Go to hell and fuck you, fuck your Jesus, fuck you all. Go die on a fucking cross, get crucified and burned." Damn, dude, I ain't even fucking religious, but I even found that offensive. You know what I mean? I mean, not only is it uncalled for to touch religious matters, but in the manner in which it was done, it was just plain sickening. I don't know. I can't even describe to what extent that's just wrong. It's wow. Also, this Jesus that is being spoken about, just FYI, it was actually brought over by your ancestors, the Europeans, because quote unquote it was supposed to help civilize our people, because we didn't believe in God or whatever. We're actually considered savages for not doing so. Our gente actually believed in energías. But yeah, all you need to do research, because a lot of you were getting really mad and upset as to what was said with this video of these girls, and but a lot of you didn't have information to back your statements up, and that's a lot of the problem, because you need to have a lot of knowledge if you want to not sound ignorant like them. And yeah, with that said, I understand us Mexicans are used as a scapegoat in this country. We're practically blamed for all the wrongs in this nation. You know what I mean? But if anything, rather than being hated on, we should be appreciated more, because fact of the matter is our presence in this country is rather vital. We play a rather significant role in from day-to-day life. You know what I mean? Even though they don't want to admit it, okay, yes, we do need Mexicans in this country, because the vast majority of the jobs that our gente do are the jobs that nobody else wants to do. You know what I mean? What are they gonna do? Are the jobs gonna be done by themselves or something? Come on, not really. And I mean, and they don't really complain or anything about it. You know what I mean? They take it, they do it, and they don't complain about it. You know what I mean? And yeah, the vast majority of the jobs that incorporate a lot of hard work is done by our gente, and we don't really give them the credit for that. But I mean, look around you, go to your kitchen, sit down on your table, and look at the food sitting, right in front of you. Where did it come from? Who picked that for you? Look at the roof on top of your head. Who built that for you? Those are just some questions to ask yourself. So with that, I'm pretty much done with my video. All you that claim to be proud Mexicans, quote unquote, yeah, you really do have to prove it and do some research, because a lot of you are so lost in society with that blindfold on your eyes that, goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah, also stop calling yourself Latino or Hispanic. Cause you know what? Latinos are freaking Latins, and those are like, what is it? Southern Europeans, and Hispanics are like, yeah, they refer to Spaniards from Spain. You're not from Spain. So, yeah, just keep that in mind. And with that, I love you all. My intentions weren't to offend anybody. Hope nobody got offended. If you did, sorry. But yeah, bye.